Today we're going to be making a scrap yarn wine tote as part of our 4 skein challenge. For the details of that challenge, you can check the links in the description. And for this, you are going to need 4 strands of yarn. I am working with size 4 medium weight yarn, but you can use any scrap yarn that you have lying around. And I'm going to be using a size J or 5 3/4 millimeter crochet hook. So go ahead and grab 2 strands of yarn, and we are going to be working 2 strands simultaneously like they are one for our entire project. So we're going to create a long chain rope with these 2 strands. We're going to begin by attaching the yarn to our crochet hook using a slip knot, and then we're just going to start to place chain stitches. And I usually place about 100 at a time. You can place as many as you would like because we will be adding more chains as we need to complete this project. And once you have a pretty long chain rope, then what you're going to do is pull your crochet hook loop out nice and long and then just set this to the side. You can always reinsert your crochet hook in your loop and continue to add chains as necessary. So now we're going to go back to the first chain stitch that we made, and we're going to slide our crochet hook in that chain stitch. We're going to leave that stitch on our crochet hook while we tie a magic circle. So go ahead and grab both strands of your next color, and we're going to take the tails, drape them over our working yarn, and pinch that intersection. Then we're going to insert our crochet hook from the bottom up, and I'm just going to hold that intersection while I change hands. From here, it helps to hold on to your chain rope, and you're just going to yarn over and drop all the loops on your crochet hook. Then we're going to separate our magic circle. So we want the top to have our tail for our magic circle, and we want the top to have our chain rope up here. And the bottom should just have the bottom of our magic circle. From here, we're going to place 8 single crochets inside our magic circle while we work over that chain rope as well. So you're working in your magic circle and over your chain rope for this. And once you have your 8 single crochets in place, then you're just going to pull on your tail to tighten the gap in your magic circle. And then for our next row, we're going to be working over our chain rope as well as in our last row of single crochets. And you're going to need your stitch marker for this. And the pattern for our next row is to place 2 single crochets in each stitch in our row while working over our chain rope. So we're just going to treat our chain rope like it is part of our stitch and just crochet right over it. If you've ever crocheted over your tails, the process is the same. So you just line it up with your stitches like this. And once you've placed your first 2 single crochets, go ahead and mark the first of those 2. And then from here, we're just going to continue following our pattern of placing 2 single crochets in each stitch in our row, going all the way around for a total of 16 single crochets. And the pattern for our next row is to place 1 single crochet in our first stitch, and then we're going to place 2 single crochets in our second stitch. And again, don't forget to mark that first stitch. So from here, we're just going to repeat that alternating pattern until we get back to our stitch marker, and we should have a total of 24 single crochets when we're done. And that was our last row of increasing. So the pattern from here is going to be to place 1 single crochet in each stitch in our row for a total of 22 rows. And I have found that if I mark the first stitch of the first row, it makes it a lot easier to count my rows at the end. And once you've crocheted your 22 rows, then your wine tote should look something like this. So from here, we are going to crochet the handles. So the way we're going to do that is we're going to place single crochet stitches over our chain rope, but we're not going to be working in our last row of single crochets here. So what you're going to do is insert your crochet hook in the gap between your project and your chain rope like this, and we're going to yarn over and pull up through our chain rope. Then we're going to yarn over and drop our 2 loops for a single crochet. So from here, we want to repeat that process until we have 6 single crochets over our chain rope. And from here, we're going to skip our next 6 stitches from our last row of single crochets. And we're going to place 1 single crochet in that 7th stitch while working over our chain rope like we were doing before. So now your handle should look something like this. From here, we're going to place 1 single crochet in our next 5 stitches so that we have a total of 6 single crochets. And once you have your 6 single crochets in place, then we're going to work 6 single crochets over our chain rope, just like we did before. And once you have your 6 single crochets, then you're going to skip 6 stitches again, and in that 7th stitch, you're going to place a single crochet. And we're going to place 1 single crochet in our next 5 stitches, and that should get us back to our first handle. Once you're back to your first handle, all we're going to do is just place 1 single crochet in each stitch in our row, just like we were doing before, working over our chain rope for the entire row. And from here, we're going to repeat our last row 3 times so that we have a total of 5 rows making up our handles. And once you have your 5 rows of your handle, then I want you to stop somewhere between your second and your first handle. So both of these handles should have 5 rows at this point. And from here, we're going to remove the chain stitches that make up our chain rope until 1 little loop remains sticking out of our last single crochet stitch. And once you have 1 little loop sticking out, then you're going to insert your crochet hook in that loop. And with these 2 loops on your crochet hook, you're going to dive into your next stitch and then yarn over and drop all the loops on your crochet hook for a slip stitch. And then you're going to place another slip stitch in your following stitch. And from here, we're going to cut and tie off both strands of yarn. And I'm going to hide these 2 tails down the inside of my wine tote. And once you're done hiding your tails, then your wine tote should look something like this, and you can go ahead and insert your bottle. Please let me know in the comments below if you ran into any issues while you were making this, and I will do my best to help you out. If you were successful in making this, you can also let me know in the comments below. I always love to see your color combinations and who you're making these for. Thank you so much for working with me, and I hope you have a wonderful, awesome day.